It's time for Evanston Red Devil Sports on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNY and 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District number 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College, Evanston Campus, and Uinta Bosie's number 1. Mountain West Business Solutions, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankum, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On In Casper, and T7 Propane. Good morning, everybody, from Red Devil Gymnasium. Elan Olliff coming to you live from the 2024 Evanston Border Wars, where the match before is gone into set 2, and Jackson has come back down big to tie it at 24-all. So we might have a little bit longer of a pregame show than what we were anticipating, and it's brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Remember, Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. Folks, we're going to come back right after this. Evanston and Tabiona will do battle, and then it should be a lot of fun. Not just then, it will be a lot of fun. We're going to come back. When we come back, we'll break down this matchup on our scene set on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uinta County. Uinta County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com. When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Well, the match beforehand is going into a third and deciding set between Jackson and Cheyenne East. So we'll go ahead and go into our scene set brought to you on our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Remember, Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Well, the Red Devils went 3-1 yesterday, only losing to a Bonneville varsity team out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. And it was one of those matches that, yeah, it was a 2-0 match, but listen to the set scores. 26-24 Bonneville in set 1 and 26-24 Bonneville in set 2. So both really pushing that to the limit if you're Evanston. For Tabiona, they have played their first game of the day already, and they played against Cheyenne South. And I believe Tabiona got the win. Let me see if I can find the results of that one. But it was they either got the win or they lost in 3 is what happened, as that was going on at the other court while I was monitoring another game. Evanston, on the other hand, they played South, so that's the common opponent that they have, and Evanston won that one in straight sets fairly easily for the Red Devils. So the Red Devils look to keep it rolling as they've only lost 2 games in the young season. Of course, a 3-1 defeat in the semifinals of the Cokeville Invite, where Evanston would go on to finish third. That loss came to Preston, Idaho. And then yesterday against Bonneville out of Idaho Falls, a 2-0 loss. But again, those were all very good played sets, 26-24. So it should be a lot of fun. Tabiona, 1A Utah versus Evanston, 4A Wyoming. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to step aside. We come back, we'll have our Aspen Cinema Student Spotlight, where we got a chance to talk with Evanston State Championship diver Rachel Johnson. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Top quality tools for your project. Triangle Bar Equipment Evanston has you covered. Small tools to heavy equipment. We have exactly what you need to get the job done. Triangle Bar Equipment in Evanston. Call 307-789-2639 today.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Hello and welcome to Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas in Evanston, Wyoming. Joined now by junior on the girls swim and dive team, Rachel Johnson. Of course, she's also your reigning state champion. Rachel, has that quite sunk in yet?
I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I think it kind of went away after a month. I kind of just forgot it happened.
So talk to me real quick about your offseason. I understand you went to Florida to go compete at some national championship competitions. How'd that go for you?
So in the off season, I was training all summer. I took a little break during the winter season just because I managed a wrestling team. But after that, I got right back in training every day. And then we went to a couple competitions in Lander, and that was pretty fun. And then we went to AAU Nationals in Florida, and that was a really cool experience. There were some crazy divers there. But overall, the experience was pretty good. Didn't do as well as I'd hoped, but it was still really fun.
Are you hoping to go back there this next off season?
Yeah, that's the goal. I want to make it to some national, USA competitions as well, and I think that'd be really fun.
I've rumors on the street you've been working on some new dives that you're excited to kind of roll out this year. Is that an accurate rumor, or are you just going with the similar program from last year?
Most of the dives are pretty similar. Once you have the basics down, you compete those. But I'm really going for the 105, the 2.5 this year, and really hoping for a 1.5 double twist. So that's pretty cool.
If you look at last year, what was one of the most memorable parts besides winning the state championship?
I think it was pretty cool being able to compete with Alyssa last year. We were really good competition for each other, and we had a really good friendship. And all the divers on the 3A side of the state was really fun. We had some good memories. We're all good friends.
Talk to me about this year's crop of divers. I mean, Alyssa's not here anymore. She graduated, so you're kind of the leader of the squad. Talk to me about the diving team this year and the swim team as well.
So the dive team is really small. We have a girl that comes down from Cokeville every day because they don't have a diving program or swimming there. So she drives down from Cokeville every day. And then we have a sophomore that just joined us this year, and she just started last week, and she's already competing in her 6 dive lineup, so that's pretty cool. But the swim team is actually really big. We have a pretty young team, so it'll be pretty good. They're all improving well.
Talk to me about your first competition. It was over in Rollins. What was it like to kind of finally get into competition and be done with the training aspect of things?
It was really fun. I haven't competed since July when I went to nationals, but it wasn't as good of a competition as I was hoping for to start the season off. But all the divers there were really young, all like freshmen and sophomore age. So it was kind of cool to be like a leader there and have all the girls like looking up to me and telling me that I'm like an inspiration for them and they want to be as good as me. So that was really fun.
Evanston girls swim and dive moves up to 4A this year. Talk to me about what are some things that may change and may be a little bit different now moving up to 4A instead of being at 3A.
I would say for me, I haven't competed against those girls as much, so the competition is a little more like stiff. There's a lot of girls over on the east side of the state that we never see until state, and so it's kind of weird just like keeping up with their dives on like the Washa app, and like just like I follow all the girls on like Instagram and stuff and watching their dives, and it's going to be interesting seeing how they compete because we don't see them until state.
You're only a junior, so you're just kind of halfway through your high school career. What are some things you're hoping to accomplish in the next couple of years?
I would really like to keep up my conference champ all 4 years, so that would be pretty cool. And obviously winning state would be really cool. But I think just being able to like improve my own points and just like improving myself. But I also think it would be really cool to break the school record.
And last question for you, since this is sponsored by our friends at Aspen Cinemas, what's been your favorite movie you've seen in the theaters lately?
I recently saw It Ends With Us, and that one was really good. So, yeah.
Awesome. So you'd recommend it?
I would recommend that one, yeah.
Awesome. That is Rachel Johnson, junior with the Evanston Lady Red Devils swim and dive team. Also, your reigning 3A state diving champion. Rachel, thank you so much for the time. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's it. Go Red Devils.
Big thank you to Rachel Johnson for joining us in our pregame show, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Because Ace is placed with the helpful hardware, folks. And that has been Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by our friends at Aspen Cinemas, inviting you to get your tickets now to Transformers 1 opening on September 20th. The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends, bonded like brothers, who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. That is Transformers 1 opening September 20th. Get your tickets now at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on the graphic. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. We played the interview we got with Coach Lawler, but we got a chance to talk with Evanston cross-country coach Nate Conrad as they embark for the Soda Springs cross-country meet this morning. We wish them luck, and we'll hear from Coach Conrad after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Here with the Evanston Red Devil cross country coach, Nate Conrad. Coach Conrad, last year you guys won the state title on the boys side. This year you guys are jumping back up to 4A. Talk to me about the competition differences you guys are probably going to be experiencing this year.
So the really big difference between 3A and 4A is the fact that 4A just has more of the competition. I mean, not to say 3A is lesser of a conference, that there's really, really good teams, really, really good programs at the 3A level. It's just that at 4A, there's just more of it. Teams are a little bit deeper. You know, when you have schools that and programs that are as big as they are in the 4A, they typically have those 5, 6, 7 runners that are really, really good. Whereas it's kind of harder to fill that, you know, those spots when you're coming from a smaller pool of students. So, so really, yeah, the big difference is just, you know, really good competition and more of it. I mean, there are some really, really good teams at the 4A level this year. And again, the 3A level is stacked as well, but just maybe 2 or 3 more teams at the 4A level that are really strong, whereas at the 3A, it might just be, you know, 3 or 4 teams, where at 4A, you've got like 5 or 6 teams that are pretty competitive.
You mentioned that depth may be a big difference when jumping up to 4A. How does Evanston's depth look like this year?
So our depth, we actually, you know, we're looking pretty good. So out of our state winning team last year, so you race 7 runners in a varsity race, and of those 7 runners, you have your first 5 are your scorers. And so of the 7 that we ran at state last year, we graduated 2 seniors out of that group of 7. And 2 of those 7 actually ended up being our scorers. They were our 4th and 5th runner. And so we kind of having to fill those spots in, but we're really, really excited. We've got our 3 state all-state athletes that received all-state recognition last year. They're all returning. Paul Baxter, Brian Baxter, Aiden Conrad, and then Breck Barton, who was just outside of that and had a really good season last year, is coming back. So of our state team, we returned a good core group of boys. It's just, you know, who are we going to have step up to fill out those last few spots?
I understand you guys raced at a meet in Utah that had just some absolutely stellar programs there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we started last week at the Mount Timpanogos Invite down in Utah, down in Orem, and yeah, it's a really, really big meet. It's so big that they actually divide it into 2 different sections, and in both sections they have about 30 teams that come. So it's overall in one day about 60 teams that come and race at this meet, and so you're getting the best of Utah. I mean, we saw teams all the way from St. George, Cedar City came up for it, and then even there was a team from Elko, Nevada that came over, and then us in Jackson, Wyoming came down from Wyoming to race at this, and so it was some really, really big competition. Let alone not just statewide, but also national wide, great competition. And so it was a really good opportunity for our kids to get into a spot and just get out and race. Flat course, not really technical. And so the kids were able to just get on the course and run hard and give them a first mark of the season was what we were really looking forward to.
A lot of the stories that have kind of gone around this program have involved the boys team. Of course, they won the state title last year, so rightfully so. But the girls team had a great season last year. Can you tell us about what kind of firepower the Lady Red Devils are bringing?
Yeah, so we of course lost our heart of the girls program last year with Jocelyn Capener graduating, and then of course Talia Connor, my daughter, who everybody says that they all knew she was a sprinter, but she was still running distance for me. But so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to replace those two, but we have a really good core of girls coming back. Liesel Botts, Eliza Day, Jasmine Tapia have all had a lot of experience running varsity as our senior leaders. And then, of course, Emma Lonsway is coming back healthy this year. She was injured a lot of last season. She came in last season coming off of a stress fracture. So she was about 2 months behind where everybody was at during the season. So she's coming in healthy. We're excited. And then we've got some freshman girls that ran as freshmen last year that are looking to step up. Hallie Preet is looking prepared to have a really great season, as well as Kesney Johnstone and Brett Francis. So we've got some numbers there and some depth. We're just kind of starting the season a little injured on the girls' side, well, and also on the boys' side. So as we're just kind of slowly bringing some of those athletes back to health, I think we'll be really good by mid-season, and that's what we're kind of looking towards, being ready to just take off and fly with everybody healthy and good to go.
Real quick, tell us where you're going to be this next weekend.
So this weekend is our traditional trip up to Soda Springs, Idaho, where we run at the Cardinal Classic. We've been going there for the last 7 years or more. Again, another great opportunity to see competition from around the area. We'll see a lot of really good competition from Idaho. They pull in a lot of competition from that area, from Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and those areas. Even some Montana teams have come down in the past to race at Soda Springs. And then we also will see some in-state competition. Star Valley will be there. We'll see Jackson Hole there again. So it'll be a really good spot. We've traditionally have raced pretty well there, and I'm excited to see, based off of what we did last week, to see the growth that we're going to see this week, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
As Coach Nate Conrad, he's the head coach for Evanston Red Devil Cross Country. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck this week. We'll be rooting for you. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Hey, we just want to congratulate everybody on a great start of the season. Good job, girl swimmers, and the volleyball team had a great weekend last weekend. And then, of course, the football team had a great start to the season. So just want to wish all those other programs good luck, and go Red Devils.
Big thank you to Coach Nate Conrad for joining us on our pregame coach show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. So the match before us is still going in its third set right now, as it looks like Cheyenne East has match point and they just got it. But we still have 10 minutes until we start. So because of that, we are going to go ahead and play the conversation we had with Coach Tara Lawler of the Evanston Lady Red Devils. This was before the tournament started, but she gives a great shout out to the people who make this tournament possible. So here is that conversation with Coach Tara Lawler.
Here with Evanston Red Devil volleyball coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, Border Wars, it's here. It's one of our favorite annual traditions of the school year. Talk to me about how excited you guys are to get not just a tournament in town, but to get these games on your home court.
Yeah, this is a great tournament that the activities department has started a few years back. Utah schools talk about it all year long. They love coming, so they're facing new competition, not the same Utah schools. Same for Idaho. And then it's just a great opportunity for us to see schools from around the state. These girls are going to end up probably going to college with many of these girls from Wyoming or this region. And so it's just nice to have us hosting an opportunity like this. But for our schedule, it's great. We're getting some great competition in front of our friends and family. And it's a lot of work. A lot of people go into this to make it happen, but it is a great opportunity to have in our backyard. So we're very thankful for it.
Coach, it's not a small undertaking, and it's not just you doing it. I understand you guys have kind of a whole committee working behind the scenes to make sure this event happens. Can you kind of talk to us about them and the work that they do throughout the year to make this event the success that it
Absolutely.
is?
Yeah, our activities department with Bubba O'Neill and Donna Bruce, they are instrumental, obviously, in assuring that we have the facilities to be able to host the event. All of the behind the scenes work, Donna gets all of the officials. For the past few years, my booster club presidents, Holly and Ben Critchfield, are amazing because Ben knows a lot of these Utah coaches from his daughters play with Club B in Utah. And so he reaches out to them personally to see if they want to get this in the schedule. But this is done months and months ago because we all know schedules get full, probably are filled and scheduled in early spring. And so Ben's talking to them oftentimes a Saturday tomorrow or a Saturday afternoon. Ben's already talking to those coaches to see if they want to come back or if they're prepared. And then, of course, Donna and Bubba are working throughout the season to ensure that their schedules haven't changed. Boyd Childs is great in making sure all the facilities are up and ready. And then we have our freshman girls working at all of the venues. Our JV and varsity are helping with concessions and the hospitality room. And then all of the parents help scheduling everyone to be where they need to be when they need to be there. So it is, and I'm sure there's many, many other people, all the volleyball coaches, middle school and high school. Don't mean to forget anyone. There's a lot of people involved. And then, of course, you being there and my local radio, the newspaper there is just, it's a lot of people coordination.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit of volleyball now. You guys went to the Cokeville Invite. I think you were pretty happy with the way you guys finished. You guys took third place at the event. Talk to me about what impressed you about the girls that opening weekend.
Going 5-1 is a great way to start your season. I thought our Friday play was much better than our Saturday play, and the competition on Friday I thought was tougher. We raised the bar. We were a much better team Friday afternoon, heading back to Evanston as we were driving to Cokeville. On Saturday, I don't know if I felt like there was that much improvement, but we were still doing some good things, but it definitely highlighted a lot of areas that we need to still work on. And it's early in the season, and we were playing primarily Idaho schools on Friday, and they started 2 weeks before us. So I do get that some of these errors that we're making are things that we just need to get back in the gym and address, and the girls will be able to fix. We had a lot of net calls. We had a lot of blocking errors that I think with a little bit more discipline and structure and just working on it in practice, we will be able to avoid those silly errors. Our serving was tough. I know looking at the stats statewide, we have the top, I think, 2 servers in the state right now. So our serving is tough. And just overall, I don't know if we ever let up in any rotation with our serving. So that's great. And we need to maintain that and improve that just to stay on top in that capacity. I think Jaylee's doing an amazing job of mixing the sets out. When she has opportunities and hitters ready to hit out of the middle or the backside or back row attacks, she's finding those just to show some variety. And so she's doing a great job mixing it up. Our passing has to be steady and consistent for her to have those choices and those options. So our focus for this weekend is definitely ball control, getting the ball to Jaylee so she has those options. And then when we have those opportunities, be smart with the ball. We have always stressed having a really heavy arm and power hitters. And we do have that at times, but we're also a little bit smaller than what we've been in the past. And so we're going to need to be smarter. If there's an easy kill to take it. Let's not try to make the job harder. Let's be smart and get those points when they're there. If we see the court, let's look and actually go up with a purpose as opposed to just swing and hope. Let's be purposeful and mindful of where we're putting the ball to get those quick kills.
That is Coach Tara Lawler, head coach for Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck this weekend. You know we'll be pulling for you. We're excited to be there. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, thank you, and good luck to all the teams competing. Thank you.
Thank you to Coach Tara Lawler for joining us on our pregame coaches show. Brought to you by Ellingford Brothers for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs, as well as steel fabrication. Call Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have our Cowboy State Realty keys to the game, introduce you to the team, and get you set for first serve on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs. We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
And we welcome you back to the gym here at Evanston High School side of the 2024 Evanston Border Wars. Time for our Cowboy State Realty keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. Well, for the Red Devils, it's going to be serve and serve receive. I did not get a chance to get a new interview with Coach Lawler, but I did get a chance to text her a little bit. And one thing she said that will be a focus for them is the service errors. So we saw that firsthand in the game against Lyman. That's how the Eagles were able to work their way back into this match, was because of the service errors. So serve and serve receive by the Red Devils. The passing has been good. Players to keep your eye on, Jaylee Critchfield, of course, but also Kaisley Fitch and Cassie Barker. Barker has had a great weekend and will look to continue to do so. That is your Cowboy State Realty keys to the game. And now it is time to introduce you to your 2024 Evanston Red Devil volleyball team.
I'm Kaisley Fitch, 25, middle blocker, senior. Go Big Red.
I'm Austin Robertson, class of 2025, and I'm a DS Libero.
I'm Jaylee Critchfield, I'm a senior, and I'm a setter.
Hey, my name's Alyssa Brown. I'm a junior, and I'm an outside hitter.
I'm Autumn Neely. I'm a junior, and I'm the right side.
I'm Cassidy Coley. I'm a junior, and I'm a libero.
Hi, I'm Braylon Morrison. I'm a junior, and I'm a setter/right side.
I'm Kyle Lawler. I'm a sophomore and an outside hitter.
I'm Cassie Barker. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a middle.
Hello, I'm Annalie West. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a right side. Thank you for watching.
That's your Evanston Lady Red Devils as we get set for this matchup between Evanston and Tabiona. Still about 3 minutes away from first serve. So we met the Evanston Red Devils. Let's read out the Tabiona Tigers. Reagan Bateman, number 2, sophomore. Number 3, Shani Jensen, senior. Number 9, Candace Clegg, junior. Number 10, Joy Gines, sophomore. Number 11, Macy Rhodes, senior. Number 13, Peyton Pippi, junior. Number 17, Emery Webb, junior. Number 22, Bella Gines, freshman. Number 24, Elizabeth Gines, sophomore. Number 30, Talia Allred, sophomore. Number 32, Cadence Pippi, sophomore. And number 35, Kayla Gines, sophomore. So a pretty young team. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sophomores, 2 seniors, 1 freshman, and 3 juniors for the Tigers. Of course, they are coached by Kaylee Deffa and Skya Anderson. Red Devils, of course, coached by Coach Taryn Lawler, Matt Peterson, and Aaron Watsabaugh. So, Red Devils out there in their warm-ups. Kind of a navy blue fading down ombre to a white around the tail, long sleeves for the Red Devils in their warm-up uniforms. Tabiona will go out there in a white sleeveless kit with a purple panel kind of going across the back. Numbers in kind of a stamped font. They're purple. And their last names on the back of their jerseys. Each of them wearing a arm sleeve that starts white and then ombres up to purple around the shoulder area. So, that's what Tabiona's going out there with. As the Red Devils wrapping up their warm-up in the final minute. We talked about how the middles are going to be big, Kaisley Fitch and Cassie Barker. The defense has kind of been an underpraised part of the team. Talking about Cassidy Coley and Austin Robertson in the back row holding it down, as they have done a fantastic job as well. Red Devils have only lost 2 games this season. They went 6-1 at the Cokeville Invite, and they've gone 3-1 here, giving them a total of 9 wins, 2 losses in the preseason thus far. They will open up the regular season in a few weeks' time. After this tournament, they'll head to Idaho Falls to compete in the tournament there. We won't be able to follow them there. We'll catch up with them later on. Matter of fact, I think we'll catch up with them in time for the conference opener for the Red Devils. It will be September 19th at Natrona County to open up the conference season for the Red Devils after these 4 games at home. Evanston on the far side of the net, Tabiona on the near side of the net. Blue uniforms, white numerals with the red outline for the Red Devils with the exception of Cassidy Coley. She's your libero. White uniform, red numerals for the Tigers. White uniform, purple numerals with the exception of the libero. Number 2, Shani Jensen, the senior. She wears a purple uniform with white numerals. And we are ready to get started in set number 1, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery, doing the hopping for your shopping. It's Jackalope. Red Devils start on the floor with Robertson, Brown, Fitch, Critchfield, and Lawler as Coley gets ready to check on to the floor. She'll come in for Fitch. Oh, Barker also standing out there right by the net as Fitch will come off. Coley comes on. And for the Tigers, they have a similar situation with their libero. Jensen standing off the sideline. And she will check in for Cadence Pippi, the sophomore. Tabiona to serve first on this near side. And away we go. Service by All Red, received by Evanston. Lawler off the fingertips of the block and down on the near sideline. And immediately Kyan Lawler gets to work for the Red Devils, putting them up 1-0 on the T7 Propane board. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Evanston beat South in 2. They beat Lyman in 3, lost to Bonneville 1 and 2, but beat Bonneville 2 into as well. Ace for Jaylee Critchfield as that one drops down to the floor. And the Red Devils on a 2-0 start here in set 1, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Critchfield lets it fly. Going for the near corner, bopped up by Rhodes. Launching an attack, dead center is Pippi, now back to the Red Devils. Lawler from the near sideline, looking for the far corner, denied by Allred. Left side, Pippi into Rhodes into the Evanston block, and the Red Devils calm it down. Cleared out by Brown from beyond the 10-foot line, off of Jensen, heading out of bounds. Kept in by by Gines, and now back to the Red Devils. Set up high to Cassie Barker. And dead center down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and the Red Devils extend the lead 3-0. Here's Critchfield. First touch, back row, all red for the Tigers. Right side attack, clearance by Jensen, and now Evanston gets Neely to go off of the Tiger block and out of play on the far sideline. Red Devils lead 4-0 on the T7 propane board. Critchfield to serve again. First touch, back row is Rhodes. Sends it back to her on the far sideline. Blocked by Barker and Neely, and down on the Tiger side. 5-0 start for Evanston. Critchfield to serve. That one into the net, and Tabiona picks up their first points of the day. Back to serve for the Tigers. It'll be Peyton Pippi, the junior. First touch, back row, Coley out of bounds for an ace. 5-2 Evanston on the T7 propane board. Peyton Pippi again. Into the net. Red Devils get their 5-point lead back. 6-2 on the T7 propane board. Kyan Lawler to serve. That one is down on the back line for an ace. She threaded the needle and came through big time for Evanston. So Lawler with an ace. Going for it again. First touch, back row is Rhodes. She gets it back for the pass. So it clears that out over the net. Evanston in transition. Brown near sideline. Off the fingertips of the block, kept alive by Jensen. Tigers push it over the net, now back to the Red Devils. Lawler pops it high for Brown. Off the fingertips of the block. Dead center, and it falls to the far sideline. Alyssa Brown with the kill, and the Red Devils up by 6. Kyan Lawler to serve again. First touch, back row, Gines. Setting up Pippi, who sends that one over. Red Devils get a response from Lawler. Dump set by the Tigers, back to the Evanston. Critchfield sends it over the net, and now the Tigers can't control it. The second hit goes off of Bateman, and out of play. And the young libero gives the point to Evanston. 9-2 Red Devils. Serve by Lawler. That one, first touch, is Gines. Cleared out on the third hit by the Tigers. It's going to be well short. Red Devils lead 10-2. Lawler to serve. First touch, put down for an ace as Bateman couldn't control it. 11-2 Evanston. Lawler to serve. That one is wide near corner. So the run ends, and the Red Devils lead by 8. Service coming from Shane Jensen. First touch, Coley, back row. Critchfield pops it high. Lawler beyond the 10-foot line. Off the block. Third hit is not going to be cleared out. Yes, actually it will. And back over to Brown. Near sideline, off the Tabiona block. Bateman gets it to Rhodes, who clears it out. Red Devils goes Critchfield, back set. Neely can't control that one as the pass leads her into the net. And it's 11-4 on the T7 Propane board. Jensen to serve for the Tigers. Is down in the far corner for an ace. 11-5 Red Devils. Here in set one, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery, doing the hopping for your shopping. Bateman with the serve. First touch, Coley, back row. Critchfield, cross set over to Lawler at the 10-foot line, and a diving Tiger keeps it up. Rhodes, far sideline, off of Coley in the near corner and out of bounds. 11-6 Red Devils, but the Tigers starting to build some momentum. Shani Jensen, the senior, to serve. That one is long. Tried to hit the far corner again, but the Red Devils held up. Get the ball in the hands of Cassie Barker with a 12-point lead, or 6-point lead, up 12-6 on the T7 Propane board in set one. Serve is long by Barker, and that lead goes to 5. Now brings Rhodes up to serve. Macy Rhodes, senior. First touch, Coley back, or excuse me, Neely back row, goes back to Lawler. Off the block of Cadence Pippi, the sophomore, and down on the Red Devil side. Rhodes to serve again. First touch, back row, Lawler, Critchfield, cross set, Brown, near sideline. Deflected high by Jensen. Cleared out in 3 by the Tigers. Fitch with a one-hit return back to Tabiona. Left side attack from Webb, and now back to the Tigers, but they can't control it on 3 hits. Red Devils get the serve back and lead by 5, 13-8, as Austin Robertson jogs in for Autumn Neely and will serve. Service for the right side. It's an ace for Robertson. Goes off of the Tigers and over the near corner. Red Devils lead 14-8. Robertson serves again. First touchdown for an ace. Back-to-back aces for Austin Robertson. (15-8) Red Devils. Going for that trick. Serve received by the Tigers. Sets up left side Webb, but she goes into the nets. So Robertson's serve will continue. Senior lets fly. That one out of bounds. 3 aces in 4 serves for Robertson. Can you say precision play of the game with precision serving? First touch, back row, it's Bateman. Cleared out in 3 by the Tigers. Evanston transition, goes off of Coley, a diving attempt to put it over the net, but she can't get it there. First touch was Fitch. It was heading out of bounds on the far side. Robertson with a dive puts it back in bounds in the back row, but Coley can't clear it over the net. 17-9 Red Devils, served by Bateman. That's an ace. Splits the defenders, Coley and Lawler. And the Red Devils by 7. Bateman to serve again. First touch, Coley in the back. Critchfield camps out under it. Goes Brown, near side. Through the block and out of bounds. Off of Bateman. in the near corner. Gives the serve back to the Red Devils, and Alyssa Brown will do the honors. That one's an ace. Well, Coach said in the text conversation I had with her that serving errors were something that they wanted to work on. Well, how many aces have we seen in this match? Over on the other court, South Summit and South tied in set number 2. 24-24, not anymore. South with a lead, down 1 set to nothing, 25-24. Back to here. Webb pushes it over for the Tigers, and the Red Devils sets up the offense. Critchfield goes Lawler. Near sideline, blocked by Bella Gines. Back to the Red Devils, and it's 19-11 on the T7 propane board. Serve by Webb for Tabiona. That one is sent back by Evanston and back to the Tigers and the Red Devils with a 9-point lead. Excuse me, that was Bella Gines, or Gines with the serve. Kaisley Fitch to serve for Evanston. First touch back row for Tabiona, it's Webb. Trying to go on the third hit was Peyton Pippi, but she goes into the net. And the Red Devils lead 21-11 on the T7 propane board. Serve by Fitch, received by the Tigers. One hit return back to Barker, who sends it back to the Tigers. Left side attack goes wide left from Shani Jensen, and the Red Devils lead 22-21. South Summit beats South in 2 sets, and that final set of that set 2 was 27-25, I believe. Serve received by the Tigers, cleared out in 3. First touch, Robertson for Evanston. Goes back to Lawler. Off the block, kept alive, but it doesn't matter. A lift called on Evanston after the block by Tabiona. 22-12 on the T7 propane board. Red Devils leading. As back to serve will be number 30. That is Talia Allred. Serve received by Evanston. Critchfield goes Lawler near sideline. Great dig by Bateman for the Tigers in the near far corner. Rhodes from the far sideline puts it down in the back row. And it is 22-13 on the T7 propane scoreboard. Red Devils by 9. Served by Allred. First touch, Coley in the back. Critchfield back sets back to Lawler, looking for the back corner. Off of Allred and out of play, and the Red Devils extend the lead to 10. 23-13 with Jaylee Critchfield to serve for the Red Devils in set 1, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope. First touch, Rhodes for the Tigers. Sets up into the Evanston block. Heading out of bounds, kept in by the Tigers. They'll try to clear it out in 3, and they do. Evanston with a chance to run offense. Critchfield goes Lawler. Near sideline, 2 drops it over the net, kept in by the Tigers, and they clear it out in 3. Back to Evanston. Critchfield goes to Barker. Off of a attempt by Gines and over the back line, and it's set point Red Devils. 24-13, Law. Quite a few set points here. Critchfield to serve. First touch, back row, Allred. Trying to set up a third bop over by Pippi, and they get it. Critchfield sets up Barker for the win. Yep. Off of Gines. And over the back line, no. They called Evanston into the nets. So it's still set point Red Devils, but Pippi will serve for the Tigers. First touch, Coley. Into the net, kept alive by Barker, but it's down on the third hit. 24-15 on the T7 propane board. Served by the Tigers, a C by Evanston. Critchfield goes Lawler, drops it over the net. Now the Red Devils take set 1. Final score, 25-15. Brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
You went fishing and forgot your bait at home? Jackalope. Getting your shred on and need to pick up groceries? Jackalope. Jackalope Delivery. If we have it here, we can get it there. Your locally owned delivery company. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Red Devils take the first set, 25-15, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Doing the hopping for your shopping, it's Jackalope Delivery. Jackalope. Here we go into set number 2, brought to you by UNTI Vision, where our vision is to improve yours, and the Red Devils' vision is to get this thing done in 2, as they were fairly dominant in that first set and would like to keep it up. Evanston will serve to start set 2. As they'll go out there with Neely, Barker, Critchfield, Fitch, Brown, Lawler, Coley standing off of the right sideline. Getting ready to check in for Fitch, you would imagine. Red Devils schedule today, so they have this game against Tabiona. Then they'll play a scheduled 1 o'clock start, but we are a little bit behind schedule, against Evanston and Kemmer. And then they'll play a scheduled 4 o'clock start against Manila. And then they'll end the tournament at a scheduled 6 o'clock start against South Summit. Again, those times are all scheduled starts and therefore are subject to change. As we await the go-ahead to get this thing started. Coley now checks in for Kaisley Fitch. She'll join Critchfield, Brown, Lawler, Neely, and Barker. Jaylee Critchfield to serve for Evanston to get us started in set 2, brought to you by UNTI Vision. First touch, back row, Rhodes. sets up an attack. Pippi blocked by Barker and back to the Tabiona side. Red Devils lead 1-0 on the T7 propane board here in set 2. Fitch to serve again. First touch, back row, it's Webb. Set back to Pippi, dead center, kept alive by the Red Devils, but they call a Evanston player into the net. 1-1 on the T7 propane board, as All Red will serve for the Tigers. That one's long. Red Devils regain the lead and get the serve back. We'll see a sophomore, Kyan Lawler, to serve now for Evanston. First touch in the back, sent over in 2 hits, and now Evanston with it. Critchfield goes Brown, far sideline. Blocked by the Tigers, kept alive by Evanston. Lawler pushes it over the net with 2 hands, and now back to the Tigers. Rhodes, near sideline, too much. Red Devils lead 3-1 on the T7 propane board. Served by Lawler. First touch, Rhodes in the back for the Tigers. She'll bop it over on the 3rd hit. Lawler with the first touch for Evanston. Critchfield backs at Neely. Too much altitude under that one, as that one goes well over the back line in the far corner. Tabiona takes the serve over, trailing by 1. Peyton Pippi, the junior, to serve. Trying to go for the near sideline, goes wide, and the Red Devils get the 4-point lead back, or 2-point lead back. Cassie Barker to serve for Evanston. First touch, back row, it's Bateman. Set up Pippi as she slaps that one over the net, past a diving Alyssa Brown. And Tabiona narrows the gap to 1. Jensen to serve for the Tigers. Into the net, Red Devils lead by 2 as they'll send Autumn Neely to the service line. She's out there with Critchfield, Fitch, Brown, Coley, and Lawler. First touch, Bateman for the Tigers back row. Punched over on the 2nd hit, cleared out by the Red Devils in 3. Back to the Tigers as they'll set something up. Rhodes, near sideline, drops it over the net. Great read by Neely. Goes back to Fitch, blocked by Rhodes. Or check that, Critchfield blocked by Rhodes. Back to the Red Devil side. Tabiona gets the lead down to 1. First touch, back row from the serve from Rhodes is an ace. And Tabiona ties it up, 5-5. Serve received by Lawler. Critchfield jump set. Back to Fitch, and now the Tigers. Rhodes near side, too much. Red Devils take the lead back 6-5 as Alyssa Brown will serve. That one just over the net and kept alive by the Tigers. Evanston goes Lawler, far sideline, blocked by Tabiona. Fitch with the first touch for Evanston after the block. Back to Brown, looking for the back line from beyond the 10-foot stripe, and got it. Alyssa Brown makes it a 2-point lead for Evanston. 7-5 in set 2, brought to you by Uinta Eye Vision. Served by Brown. First touch, Bateman, back row. Camped out under it is Jensen, and now pushed over by Gines. Back to the Red Devils. Lawler, far sideline, looking for the near corner, found it. Dropped it in there, and the Red Devils by 3. Brown to serve. First touch, Rhodes in the back row. Setting up Pippi, and it goes off of a diving Brown and out the back line. Tabiona gets the serve, down by 2. Bateman, the purple jerseyed libero, to serve. First touch, Lawler in the near back. Critchfield cross set back to Lawler. Looking for the top corner, deflected up, and it rattles around the ceiling before it comes back down. They try to clear it out in 3. Evanston sets up Fitch, looking for the back line, off of a diving Rhodes and out of bounds. That ball I thought was actually going to sit there for a while as Austin Robertson checks in for Autumn Neely. Also into the game, Cassie Barker for Cassidy Coley. Service by Kaisley Fitch. First touch, back row, Rhodes. Sets up an attack from Webb. Great diving dig by Evanston as it's cleared out in 3 by Fitch. Back to the Tigers, trying to dump set, but it goes right to Lawler. She'll get it back on the 3rd hit. Now back to Tabiona. Rhodes from beyond the 10-foot line. Great dig by Evanston's Fitch. Back to the Red Devils, and now Lawler blocked by Pippi and back on the Evanston side. 9-7 Red Devils. Gines to serve for the Tigers. First touch, Coley, but it goes off her knuckles and down to the ground for an ace. Tabiona trails by 1. Gines to serve again. First touch, Coley, back row. Critchfield goes one-on-one against Pippi and wins. The Devils lead by 2 with Critchfield to serve. Serve is down in the far corner. That one looked high, and then it just dove down for an ace. Red Devils get the ace from Critchfield, and they lead by 3. Serve is headed for that far corner again, but this time the Tigers read it. Slapped over the net into the block by Evanston's Neely and Barker, and the Tigers cleared out in 3. First touch, Brown. Critchfield calms it down. Lawler, left side, looking for the back row. Waiting for it was Bateman, and she sends it. Right side attack goes too far from Webb, and the Red Devils, after the long attack on the back line, lead 12-8. Critchfield to serve again. Bateman, ace, as she dove at the 10-foot line, and it goes off of her into the curtain. Second ace for Critchfield. Serve, bopped up high by Bateman. Rhodes clears it out. Pippi sends it across the net. Red Devils in transition. Critchfield goes far side. Lawler off a diving. Bateman kept alive by the Tigers and cleared out in 3. Red Devils set up Barker. Yep, down in the back row. Beautiful set by Critchfield as Barker goes high and slams it down in the back. Critchfield to serve again. Red Devils up by 6. First touch, back row, Rhodes. Pushed over the net by the Tigers, and now Evanston with it. Coley, Lawler, far sideline looking for the far corner. Yes! Red Devils now by 7, up 15-8. Up set, or 1-0 after taking set 1, 25-15. Served by Critchfield, received by the Tigers. Sent back over in 3, and now Evanston with a chance. Critchfield sends it high, Lawler. She just drops it over the net. She does it both ways, a kill with a missile and a kill with a tap, as that one just drops over the net and down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe on the far sideline. Red Devils by 8. On a roll here in set 2. Critchfield to serve. Received by the Tigers. Gets it over towards the near side. Blocked! Barker again and Neely. Timeout. Tigers. Red Devils lead by 9 in set number 2 up 1-0 on the T7 propane board. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937. Now blink!
Red Devils lead 17-8 on the T7 propane board. Critchfield to serve again. First touch, Bateman back row. Rhodes clears it over to Pippi, who puts it over the net. Red Devils now. Critchfield jump set. Lawler far side. Drops it down off of a diving Gines and out of play, and the Red Devils lead by 10. 18-8 here in set number 2. Brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Critchfield to serve again. First touch, back row for the Tigers. It's Rhodes. Tries to launch an attack. Too much from Pippi. Dead center of the net, over the back line, and the Red Devils by 11. Critchfield on a roll, serving right now. First touch, Rhodes, back row. Sets it up, near side, blocked by Barker. Jensen tried to go one-on-one, and Cassie Barker sent it back. Red Devils lead 20-8. Served by Critchfield. First touch in the back is Bateman. Cleared out by Pippi, and now back to the Red Devils. Critchfield, back set, Neely drops it over the net, back over to the Tigers. Pippi off the Evanston block and out of bounds. So the run ends, but what a run that was. 20-9 Red Devils now. Served by Talia Allred. Received by Evanston. Critchfield. Cross set. Back to Lawler. Going far side to near sideline, and she's a little long. Red Devils by 10 as Allred will serve again for the Tigers. First touch, back row, Coley. Critchfield, dump set, looking for the far sideline. Kept alive by Bateman and cleared out by the Tigers in 3. Evanston gets Critchfield, hop set over to Barker. Goes over the back line. Barker put a lot of speed on that one. And the Red Devils lead by 9. Serve received by Brown. Critchfield jump set. Lawler near sideline off of the Tigers. Allred and down on the Tigers side. Red Devils get the serve back, and Kyan Lawler with a chance to end the match. Serve received by the Tigers. Rhodes near sideline, too much, but they're saying it was deflected out by Evanston, and that is the call. Red Devils lead 21-12 on the T7 propane board. Serve received by Lawler. Critchfield, back set. Barker just hits it with her palm over the net. Back to the Red Tigers, then back to the Red Devils. Brown near sideline, off the block, kept alive by Barker, had to do the limbo. And now back to the Tigers, going to the Evanston block. Tigers again. Rhodes near side, blocked by Neely, but down on the Evanston side. She got a piece of it, but didn't turn it back. And the Tigers trail by 8. 21-13, and a must-win set 2 for Tabiona. That's an ace off of Coley and over the near sideline. Red Devils by 7. Served by Pippi. Back-to-back aces. Red Devils by 6. Pippi again. First touch, back row, Lawler. Critchfield, cross at Brown, near side, off the block of Jensen and back to the Red Devil side. Timeout, Coach Lawler will take it with him. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Red Devils lead 21-16, and the serve is long out of the timeout, make it 22-16. And they'll give the serve to Cassie Barker. They need 3 points to end this one. They won set 1 25-15. They've allowed 1 more points thus far. Serve receive by the Tigers. Pushed back over by Tabiona. And now Evanston. Critchfield gets over to Fitch. Can't clear it over in 3. Back to serve for Tabiona. It is Shani Jensen, the senior. First touch, Lawler, back row. Critchfield calls off the crowd, gets it out of the corner. Evanston can't clear it out in 3, though. Tabiona down by 4. Jensen to serve for the Tigers. Long. And now Austin Robertson, who had 3 aces in 4 serves, needs to just orchestrate 2 points for the Red Devils. First serve, received by Tabiona. Sets up an attack, and that's long. Trying to go from the near sideline to the far sideline was Gines, and it's match point Red Devils. Robertson to serve again. First touch, Rhodes in the back. Gets it back to Rhodes on the near sideline. Great dig by Robertson. Sends it to Lawler. Now Critchfield over the net in 3. Tigers try to launch an attack on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Critchfield goes to Brown for the win. Off the block. Kept alive by the Tigers. Third hit is going to be a pushover. And it's off of Lawler in the near corner and down. Still match point Red Devils with Rhodes to serve for Tabiona. First touch, Lawler. Critchfield goes Fitch, looking for the back row. Punch down and on the hardwood. Red Devils get the win in set 2, brought to you by Uinta and Vision, and take the match 2-0, 25-15 and 25-19. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callis Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment. Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Engines and transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions and engines.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
And we welcome you to the post-game show. Your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Evanston wins it 2-0, 25-15 and 25-19. As the Red Devils coming into this game, Coach Lawler talked about how the service errors were something that they wanted to work on. Well, I would say they did that. A lot of aces for the Red Devils, so congratulations to them as they took this one fairly one-sided, 2-0 over Tabiona. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game and our Pepsi Player of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Is pain holding you back from doing the things you love? At Evanston Regional Hospital, our expert physical therapists can help you get back to feeling your best. We offer personalized treatment plans designed to address your specific needs. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or simply looking to improve your mobility, don't let pain control your life. Take control of your health and get moving again. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, because your movement matters.
At T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, we have your car covered. From collision repair to glass replacement and complete vehicle restorations, our team makes it look like new. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, across from the cemetery.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
And we welcome you back to the post-game show. Let's kick it off with our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we teased it during the game. How about some precision serving from Austin Robertson? 3 aces in 4 serves back in the first set to help the Red Devils get started on this one. A 25-15 set 1 victory. So Austin Robertson gets our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. 3 aces in 4 serves. Great job by her. Moving to our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and who is better today? Well, how about Jaylee Critchfield for the run that she went on in that second set? Evanston went up big because of that, and it really helped them get to this victory. So congratulations to Jaylee Critchfield, our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. And that's going to do it for this broadcast of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our executive producer and owner, Val Cook, our webmaster, Sean Hando, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our sales associates, Julie Burley, Sarah Pay, AJ Lamb, and Julie Nelson, as well as the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports Network. We have voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Rich Rebels, or group voices of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Cullen Pace, Bradley Holmes, and Rob Layson. Voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard, and voice of the Westside Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Chase Andrews. I'm Elan Olliff, saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN when Evanston Red Devil Volleyball takes on Kemmer for their next match in the Evanston Border Wars. Now, it was scheduled to start at 1 o'clock, obviously, with the East Tabiona, or East North Summit game just starting. That is not going to be the case, so we will be behind schedule. So just keep an eye on the stream and a ear on your radio to know when that one starts. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in a little while.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.